or ways to combat him. Nothing as of yet, but I would say consulting with Mama Tiwa, because she knows of this entity. At least not like intimately, but she knows that the best way to stay away from it is to avoid traveling through the forest at night. That is the most prime location. And as far as you warding off, it appears that Zushikan avoids the larger settlements. So as long as you guys are, and that being said, you're all in an isolated cabin deep into the woods, but you have not seen Zushikan venture out this far yet. And you do know that this entity has some sort of presence around Crater Lake itself as well. Whether or not it's just sort of anchor, whether it's like a lair, you don't know the significance behind its territory, if you will. But those are the things you were able to uncover from the Soul Society and Mama Tiwa's guidance. Identity within the village, even if it's been so, I'll say Americanized, because it's not that far off from the idea, but version of it, with everyone having these like Fredonian North American accents, but what they have all these clear names tying themselves from places in Scandia. So this is weird dissonance, bit of a but then you realize this may be how elves may see their half-elven offspring as a sort of offshoot or cultural disconnect in that regard, but you never know. You don't know, because you haven't been, aside from Miss Paige Turner, who is a full-blooded elf, you haven't met many other elves within your line of work.
She barely knows much about it, except for like the stories either the halls tell her or that her mother would tell her about her father.
Yeah, shoot, or cultural disconnect in that regard, but you never know. You don't know, because you haven't been, aside from Miss Paige Turner, who is a full-blooded elf, you haven't met many other elves within your line of work.
She barely knows much about it, except for like the stories either the halls tell her or that her mother would tell her about her father.
Yeah. The one interesting story that does perk your half-elven ears would be the fact that one of the Crater Lake 8, the heroic group that protected the region before the feds shut them down, a few of them, or at least one of them, were rumored to be an elf. So they think that they are at least in some way connected to one of those prestigious heroes, although this may just be wishful thinking.
Got it.
Alright. Performing the operation in a way that it would permanently cripple you, in a way that would not be conducive to your operation, and that the best way to find a way to remove your parts is to consult or find a Ripper Doc, someone who is actually specialized in removing and modifying the human body in such a way. It's clear that Nancy Sjostrom took her morbid training from Walter, so it's one of those cases of, okay, if a former cultist from the Church of the Machine God did this, then maybe another Cult of the Machine God cultist from that religion would be able to assist you. That's the best hope. After all, if you all remember, the thing that kickstarted this whole ordeal was an ambush on a small group of them in the forest. It's only a matter of time before someone winds up looking into what happened to their brethren.
So this is the daughter of a famous actress.
Correct. This is, you don't know if they are an actor or actress themselves.
Nepo baby.
Gotcha. Yeah, Zoe just kind of pulls up like a dossier on the monitor, kind of reading it.
At the very bottom it says, "P.S. I know you're looking at this, Gertrude. Stop it."
Gertrude,
you're looking at this Gert.
Nosy bitch.
you know that TikTok where it's like Nile Red and he's like, "I'm going to obliterate this gummy bear," and like there's this woman like frowning right next to him. She's doing like a very big frown when she gets down to and she sees Gert. She's just gonna close the tab and browse something else. She's upset now.
He's up to his glasses. Give it some time. Otherwise, I'm sure you can find something in town. Linkville is a very beautiful place.
I don't want to say I'm not a fan of how extra it is. It's just, I don't know.
I'm sure you could rock the camo. Have you seen those camo hoodies? Those cargo pants?
Doctor, you are personally insulting me.
He's laughing and goes, come on, it's the Linkville charm. Oh,
Yeah, and wearing a camouflage hoodie is not what is needed for a vigilante.
yeah, but it won't make you stick out too much. Speaking of sticking out too much, oh, look over to Mikhail.
We look at a man in camouflage with no...
Good your eyes are in identifying the weapon. Not only is it just a regular rapier by the shape of it, there appears to be a section built in for a pistol in mind. Mikhail, you have known not necessarily rapier pistols. You in your region, you have known soldiers working in the cult that utilize bardishes with musket shots, specialized musket shots, or axe muskets. Those are quite popular in the Slavic lands for men needing to work rustic jobs while also protecting themselves. So this is one of those hybrid weapons. But this was definitely on the more showmanship style of fighting and less the Slavic pragmatism as you inspect this weapon further. So you can already kind of glimpse a bit of personality based on this person's weapon as opposed to the weapons that you've been familiar with in your own homeland.
Yeah, just kind of like, how is he falling tripping exactly?
Have you ever had that experience of standing up too quickly? And,
This man Mihail ain't got no iron in his system.
bro, he's bleeding every day. Leave him alone.
He's
Eat a
losing
burger.
Iron. He's losing iron every day.
He literally is about to, like... he doesn't even sense that he's falling until you grab him.
Nope.
Like, he's...
Yeah, it's gonna like just like pull him back by the waist and then come and let's see again.
Ooh. I guess that's why he has the gun and not something more up close, huh?
Precisely. Well, and you are something like that. I don't keep too much track either.
There's one thing I've learned, as much as I like to help people, of course, and not God damn it. There is great benefit to being anonymous, so you put on the flashy outfit, and just like that I'm able to go anywhere else once I take it off. So.
Well, it's good you're working for the Penrose Foundation now. Vigilantism will not be counted among your crimes anymore. I'm kidding. But it's, I suppose it's not putting yourself on a pedestal. It is a real act, and not necessarily always good, as it is entirely subjective.
Yeah, but I can... Well, money was never concerned thanks to my mother, but, like...
Ah, fair enough.
That's why I did roles I liked doing. This is a long-ass conversation.
Well, we can talk more when you get back.
Yeah.
He'll get on the computer, spin around, and finish his grilled cheese.
Are they saying that all loud?
Yeah, he's probably not keeping it hush-hush. I don't know about Yasmin.
I mean, like...
Because Mikhail was, like, right here.
Yeah.
I was kind of whispering to him, but...
I like to think Yasmin's like keeping it like hush hush, and he's just like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that actor thing that you do? Yeah. Is you're an actor? You act?
But a dramaturgy. And so, Yasmin, you follow Mikhail, or rather, Mikhail is walking in tandem and behind, parallel with you, as you go up to this RV. That is, I forgot which specific RV model we based it off of, but but you see, Ion is ducking in to get to the entrance, and Zoe the Gert Cunningham is in the driver's seat. Let me go ahead.
Much information as it's confidential, so we'll tell you more in person. And then the doctor, nice guy, but sometimes I feel like he'd rather talk about anything else. He gave me general things, but it seems I'm kind of learning as we go.
Right. So, are you familiar with the tall man?
Hold on. Wait.
When I mention in the summer, till my heart beats.
Percy,
What's up?
this is a very funny thing to ask. Has there been a Slender Man movie in your setting yet?
Oh shoot!
The party is currently more stable, so you
The
don't
other
have to
two
worry.
retired? Like did they have?
Well, one of them was a temporary stand-in until we got a new member, which is you, and the other had something of a traumatic experience that he just couldn't take it anymore.
He wanted to collect data, and then was surprised to find a bunch of anomalies that were too much for him.
He was augmented with his own anomaly put inside his body.
That too, physically traumatized.
He was just gonna pull like a little sneak peek on like not the entire radio, but like I don't know, like the corner being like stitched to his flesh. I've experienced the same thing he has.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
it's an anomalous item. Allows me to hear anything from any distance, location, so long as I give coordinates.
honestly not even the nastiest thing someone has been putting inside their body. I once had to pull glass shards out of a guy's ass.
Is that with this group, or is that a general statement?
No, I used to be a mortician.
Ah,
Yeah, some guy apparently shoved an entire glass shard up his ass and
I
it
fucking
was
knew. I knew you were talking about that. Just go.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
pretty much, and I believe the RV belongs to her. She points at Zoe.
Yeah, Zoe's just kind of in the front driving, just letting you guys catch Yasmin up on everything.
Well, I'm sure it's not priority at the moment, of course. Just a bit messy, that's all.
Oh,
Well,
my apologies. I guess I just haven't really had time to fully clean out the RV and everything.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I know that's.
Yeah, as long as the sheets are clean.
I know that was my point. Just seems you all been busy.
Understand the area. I know this is kind of outside of your scope of expertise since you're more well versed in technology, but I'm hoping you can make sense of the digital aspect of this.
I'm doing what I can, but we kind of run through all the resources and information that we have right now, and we kind of hit a little bit of a roadblock. The two of us are speaking with Miss Palmer right now about what she has seen, and hopefully that's going to give us some sort of lead on everything.
Oh, you want my burger? I took like a couple bites, but honestly, I need to catch up on my note taking. You want to finish it for me?
I'll waste not, want not. I'm not one to waste any food now.
Big chomp.
No, what'd you say?
She asks, "What are you and the gas mask boy doing?"
No, we're just hanging out, thought I'd just stop by and eat a society and accompany me.
All right, what's that got to do with me? Listen, I appreciate you guys saving my life back there. I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but I'm just trying to have some coffee right now. I'm trying to move on.
Alright, sorry. Out of character, I don't know how to subtly try to
Just
but
say it! Skip to the point!
What's subtle? She's the one that saw the thing. Just ask her about the thing.
Do my late husband right.
We are doing an investigation. There is no accusations of him yet.
we just want to make sure that he's as decent a person as you say he is.
He did express some sort of paranoia, though. He's always looking over his shoulder. He was saying how if I don't hear from him in about a week, then it's safe to assume he's dead, which was something I clearly wanted to hear on a weekday. But yeah, he said he was being hunted down. He didn't say who, but that's all I can say. That's all he was willing to say. She takes another sip of her coffee. Learn new things about this land. This is unknown territory. And with unknowns comes ignorance. And with ignorance comes vulnerability. You don't want to be vulnerable in such a situation.
No, I reckon I really wouldn't want to. But if
You're not from around here, though. Not initially, right?
I've lived here a good half of my life, but I grew up in Arkansas.
Yeah, your parents, what happened to them?
Clean shot.
he's lining up the sniper. He's just behind him, lining up the sniper.
Just
next thing.
watching him slowly pull out a gun and just like turn to Jules and goes, should he be doing that?
No, I like to think he's like mimicking it, like his hands hovering in the air.
Turn around and be like, well, we just got a new friend. She's gonna point over at Yasmin and say, just kind of showing her around. Figured she'd enjoy seeing the diner.
She trafficking drugs.
No, not to my knowledge.
Should we go and help her?
Looks like the type to be trafficking drugs, you sure?
Pretty sure.
We should be going. Zoe?
Oh, that's right. Well,
We
Mr.
want the
Green, it
keys.
was.
Don't worry, don't let me take up more time with your girlfriends. Get on out of here.
Right. It's a pleasure speaking with you, Mr. Green.
As you as well, Gertrude. And you guys begin to make your way to the Frenemo National Forest, and you were told, as Ayana and Mihail relate to the three of you, you were told of a quote-unquote indigenous sanctuary somewhere within the Frenemo National Park. Now, Ayana, the Soul Society's lodge is in the Crater Lake National Park. So is it too much of a surprise to know that there's another sanctuary somewhere within? Now, whether or not this is Soul Society related or just a different thing, all you know is that it belongs to the natives in some capacity. so this cultist belonging to the Church of the Machine God is perhaps in some way a former resident of Lake County. So when hears about some excuses for what happened to Dick.
You're just gonna have to hitting that. Bro, this house is finished.
A part of the Vale. They're one of the biggest families, or rather one of the most notable families, at least in South Asia, that eventually crossed over to North America as one of the predominant occult families. So anyone who's in the Vale knows of them to some capacity, and so having him corroborate and deceive Dick Green is not going to be too difficult. In fact, as a reminder, the sheriff is a Foundation plant. So there is there is some shadow conspiracy work going on within the county to help obfuscate the truth to some capacity. Of course, the sheriff himself isn't an active Foundation agent. He is a sheriff first, but of course he is doing what he can to hide and help you guys obscure the truth from the wider public here for their own good.
Conspiracy theory is that he's a Martian.
Going down a bit of a small ridge that leads to a very conveniently placed set of rocks over a creek. Those are usually that's usually a sign of this is a human-made path. Someone spent time to make sure I can consistently walk back and forth through this area, and that's how you're picking up the trail to this so-called sanctuary. So you guys are going toward being led by Mikhail, with Yasmin off to the side, and Julia and Zoe. You guys are on the lookout. Julia kind of probably sandwiched between Zoe and Mikhail, as Zoe's looking around with her cat eyes, her feline senses, picking up any electromagnetic disturbances. And Ayana, at this point, as you guys are traveling along, what did you want to do? You said you want to convene with a small critter.
Yeah, I guess this will be gather information.
Correct.
Like a little tree branch with like leaves on it. Send him back to his whatever he was doing.
Gotcha. As he kind of waddles away, you're ding, 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 as the metallic leg hits the dirt. Mikhail, you can tell that there is at least one set of footprints. Kind of heavy set. The boots look like traveling boots. They look like they are purposefully fit and made to travel through rugged terrain like this. You're in this right area. As far as you can tell, the foot size is about what you would expect for the average male. So whoever your machine culprit is, they're probably in the right area. Do you proceed? Does everyone wish to proceed?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Very well, at least for now.
Okay, so I won't throw a rock at the grid.
I will attempt. I want to know about this grid.
All right. So Ayana, I will say this is what appears to be a dragon skull. You just don't know which type of dragon this skull is. And Zoe, you don't quite know the specific parameters of this barrier of sorts, but it is clearly emanating from an independent device. It doesn't appear to be something emanating or the source of it being tied to the man in the robe himself. But it looks like some sort of protective barrier. You guys like this effect? It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that would sick as hell.
How do you do that?
So Mikhail, you and Yasmin in the back, hiding in the shrubs and bushes. There's a couple of caterpillars are kind of dancing around in the leaves and the branches. And Zoe, Ayana, Julia, the OG throuple, you will approach the barrier, and you see this figure. As he approaches, his visage becomes clearer, and it looks horrific to all of you. It's quite where a face should be, is in fact like a piece of analog technology acting as a sort of mask of sorts. At least that's what you're hoping. Number of different apparatuses covering what would be eyes and a mouth as it stares through back at you through the veil of this barrier. As Ayana, you introduce yourself. Go ahead and do it again, Nox. Walter Palmer, my colleague. He had not reported back to us, back to our lodge, and I go to find out that he had been posthumously slain by his apprentice. Is it not the duties of his senior to uncover and reveal the truths behind his death?
We are in the process of accomplishing the same task. So, it would be in your interest to cooperate.
And whose interests are you looking out for?
the well-being of Oregon is all the interest we are after.
To discover the mystery behind our chapter's destruction. We keep a tight network of communication, and should it fall, we know it is either at the hands of the Sarkites or betrayers. Yet it appears poor Walter had too much trust in this girl from Link County. And now I find myself here alone in this endeavor. But it appears I may not be alone.
If you are willing to work together on this predicament, we are willing to fill you in on what we've collected so far.
There have been countless, I cannot say. I remember my father brought me here, and he'd given me an astute bit of advice. That death, whether consciously or subconsciously, drives all living creatures to act.
Nina will kind of kneel on the in front of the pedestal and offer up a prayer to the unseen one.
This old woman crosses his arms. He does the old classic thing with the big flappy robes where his arms are covered, but the robes are placed forward. It's like there's like robe arms. What's Julia doing? With the accursed science of Dr. Hieronymus Brineworth, to bring forth what she perceives to be her ideal world, a pixelated video game into the real world. Is it possible? I can't say. But she's already created one threshold. And another exists, but it is not mine to reveal. But you've already met the Rain Boy at the lodge. He could say more. Needless to say, I intend to aid you all in however I can with uncovering and tinkering with the technologies present here in Link County. His wife, about his status, his details, his ongoings. Give me 1 day to work on this, and I will notify you of my discovery.
Was there a workshop in our cabin?
There is. It's the underside. It's the basement area.
New shopkeeper, new NPC added to the hub area.
I mean, you can invite him if you'd like. Otherwise, he might just bum around here.
It's like it's like a Terraria NPC. You have to build a spot for him, otherwise he's just gonna bum around.
Yeah, but if we put him too close to Page Turner, it doesn't work out.
There might be some conflict. I mean, you don't know.
Yeah, Paige might lower her prices, or no, increase her prices. She's not very fond of the metal man.
I know.
It's a working relationship. You will benefit us
Of course.
in return for our invitation.
Very well.
And you'll like turn to walk away because assuming that it's we've got what we wanted, but she'll turn back a bit and use. And I suppose it's better than being alone out here.
It has been quite some time. I am normally adjusted to the life of a hermit, but I will make do, and I will respect the rules and foundations you lay at your abode. Anything else anyone wants to say to good old Omen?
Just coming close, so I will. I'll
Dying one.
It's the image of the like dinosaurs getting blown away.
Wait,
Gamers, when the PS5 has 10 million terashits per megafart.
What are you guys doing? I didn't make a
They're
reflex
throwing-
save.
What?
It's a reflex save.
Yeah, reflex save. Make
Yeah,
reflex save.
I haven't made a reflex save yet. Why am I
But you
unconscious?
Who did that?
Who made you undying?
Who the fuck put?
Numb to death.
What the fuck?
Old Omen.
I never put myself fucking on death.
I'm not even touching anything.
Dude,
Someone here is lying.
It's Dr. Brian Worth. It's Hero Brian.
Exotics haunted?
For one.
Okay,
Are
thank God
these-
they're not.
Were these creepers gulp supercharged?
Not the ones that you see. At least not so far.
This is when Percy spawns in the mutant creeper.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we fought the mutant creeper. They say nothing to me, man.
But as you all get prepared, as Mikhail is dusting himself off the like the crash of the lightning bolt on the dome, as Old Omen looks behind, monsters approach from the forest, and the sanctuary is activated. We will end off our session here. Next week we'll pick back up on a proper fight. I will lay out all the enemies your characters would see. Right now, there's not all the enemies. You're not just fighting 3 creepers, but I'll reveal all the enemies available that you're able to see as we will start next session off with a fight.
How the fuck does a creeper work in a turn-based format?